Hi, Math 20, 5-3, number 13. We have gamma or C is 15 degrees. I just drew an arbitrary ABC, and then we'll make it more to scale in a second. So 15 degrees for angle C. A equals 8, so that's opposite angle A, and C equals 5, that's opposite angle C. And this is a side, notice if I go around, side angle, so we have to use ambiguous case, that annoying one. So it's possible this triangle doesn't exist, or it's possible there's two triangles. So let's try to draw this more to scale to figure this out. So we have C is 15 degrees, and we know A is 8. And then remember, ambiguous case means maybe C is not long enough, maybe it doesn't make it. Maybe it makes it twice. Let's see. Right, there's two possible things where C could be 5, right? One will be an acute angle and one will be obtuse. We just don't know, so we have to start solving, right? Is there one triangle, two triangles, or no triangles? So we'll have to start solving to decide if there's 0, 1, or 2 triangles. And then if there's 2, we'll have to solve them both. So what we're going to do is we're going to start solving the big triangle, and then this will tell us if there's a second one or not, or maybe there's no triangle. So let's see, we have C is 15, A is 8, angle A is unknown, C is 5, and then both B's are unknown. So when we start with law of sines, we'll use C and A because we know those. We don't know anything about B yet, so we'll ignore B. So we'll say sine of C over C is sine of A over A. So sine of 15 degrees over 5 is sine of A over 8, and we'll quickly multiply by 8 and pull out our calculator. Okay, so 8 times sine 15, double check you're in degrees, divide by 5. 0.4141 equals sine of A, and then to solve for an angle we inverse. So inverse sine. So it looks like a triangle is possible, right? Remember, when there's no triangles, we would get sine inverse of something outside of 1. So we do have a triangle, at least one. Right, remember sine inverse was like -2 or sine inverse of 1.1, right? Things that don't make sense. These are outside the domain of sine inverse. But 0.41 is in the domain of sine inverse, so there will be a triangle. So sine inverse of all that, and our angle is 24.46 degrees. All right, so we know there is at least one triangle. So should we solve this one and then check? Yeah, let's solve this one and then check for a second one just to go a little smoother. So this will be 24.46 degrees. And then if we want to find angle B, we can just do 180 minus both angles, 24.46 minus 15. And then we'll check for the second triangle in a second. You can do it in either order. But angle B will be 140.54 degrees. All right, we're almost done. We're only missing B, little b. So if you want to find little b, you'll do law of sines one more time. So sine of C over C equals sine of B over B. I might flip it since we're solving for little b. So C over sine C equals B over sine B. And we get, I'll do this a little fast, so pause if you want to try it without me. 5 over sine of 15 equals B over sine of 140.54. And then calculator can do the work from here. So go ahead and plug that in, and then we'll check for the second triangle. Sine of 140.54 times 5 over sine of 15, and little b is 12.28. So we've solved the triangle. Right? I like to label the triangle because that's how I keep track if I've solved it. But now we got to check, is there a second triangle? So the second triangle, again, right, this is the same length, but it makes an obtuse angle. So how do we check if the second triangle exists? So if it exists, it looks like this. We have C is 15 degrees, little c is 5, and I think A was 8. And then we're like, is the second triangle possible? So we'll go back. What we're going to do is we're going to find the supplement. So what did we find? We found A was 24.46 from above. So that would be A out here, right? And now we're going to check, does the supplement also work? So we'll check the supplement. Remember, supplements are just 180 minus that. Right, because these would both be the same angle, so this would be a supplement. And that's how we're checking if it's possible. So 180 minus 24.46. So if the supplement is possible, it would be 154.54 degrees. And then we have to check, will that make a triangle? So can we have 155.54 degrees with a 15-degree angle? Yep, it's less than 180. So we can. It just means the other angle. Let's write that down. So yes, possible, right? Because if it's greater than 180, it can't make a triangle. But because it's less than 180, it does make a triangle. Since they add up to 170, we might as well just find the third angle, which would be 180 minus that. So the third angle would be 9.46. So we found everything. That's our B. So B is different in this one, right? And you can visually see, right? B is really big in the previous one, and B is really small in this one. So I'm going to let you finish this problem by finding the final B. So use law of sines with the new angle to find B, since I did majority of this for you. And that's how you'll solve the second triangle. So if this had added up to more than 180, then there would not be a second triangle. But because it's less than 180, that means there is a second possible triangle. Hope this helps.